Day 7, and here comes the 7th decision for success. But first, let's recap. The first 6 decisions. The buck stops here. We're going to take responsibility for what our lives have become. I will seek wisdom. We're going to surround ourselves with others that can help add value to our lives, and we're going to add value to others' lives. I am a person of action. We're going to get out. We're going to do things. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. We're going to actually go and put forth the effort to reach our goals. I have a decided heart. We know what we want to do. We know how we're going to get there. We have made the decision to get up and reach our goals in the morning. And no one will cause doubt in our hearts and in what we can do. Today, I will choose to be happy. Even when the world is crashing down around us and it seems like our lives just can't get any worse, we will still find things to be happy about. We will look with an optimistic attitude. The glass is half full, not half empty. We will choose to be happy today. I will greet this day with a forgiving spirit. We're not going to hold grudges in our hearts and minds anymore, because the only person that hurts is us. It doesn't hurt the other person. So we're just going to let go of all of that anger, and we're going to forgive anyone that has wronged us. I hope you guys are doing those 6 decisions for success every day now. I know it's hard some days. It gets really tough. Just like for me, it's getting hard to get up at 4 in the morning still, because I'm still tired from the day before. But it works, I promise. Keep at it, and then follow the 7th decision for success. Persist without exception. This is a favorite quote from a good mentor of mine, Scott Teenor. He's always saying, persist without exception. Don't give up. And for this, I have a little game. We're going to play a short little video game of Jeopardy. What I want you guys to do, you can comment on it below if you want, that's fine. But I want you guys to try to guess who these people are. Because these are some really famous people that have made success their lifestyle. But things weren't always that way. We'll start out really easy. Question 1. This man tried and failed 10,000 times to create the light bulb. But when asked, why didn't you give up, or why did you just keep going? He said, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways how not to make a light bulb. Did you get it? Thomas Edison. There's the easy one. Some of these others won't be that easy. Okay, number 2. This man was fired from a newspaper, citing he did not have the imagination to work for them. Then when he tried to build his theme park, he was shot down 302 times. Did you guess Walt Disney? Who thought? Fired for not having imagination, yet he created the most imaginative film company and theme park on the planet. Okay, question 3. Let's go back a little bit. This man didn't speak until he was 4 years old, didn't read until he was 7 years old, and his teachers said he didn't have the mental capacity to amount to anything. E equals MC squared if you guessed Albert Einstein. Yes, he didn't give up even when everyone told him he was dumb and stupid. Okay, next one. This man was fired from the Grand Ole Opry after 1 performance, and the manager told him, you ain't going nowhere, just go back to driving your truck. He got down and did the Jailhouse Rock a few years later. Elvis Presley. Did you get that one? Guys, these guys were shot down harder than an airplane in World War II at Pearl Harbor. Yet they got back up. Okay, next one. And now we're going to get to one of the most influential women in history, because it ain't just men that can do this. Women do it too. This lady was fired as a TV news anchor, saying she had no business in show business. Then she went on to have the most powerful talk show in the world, Oprah Winfrey. Wonderful woman, queen of TV right there, and one of the wealthiest women in the world. Okay, next one. Another one for you ladies out there. This lady's first contract with Columbia Pictures expired, and they told her she didn't have the talent to be an actress. Yet there's millennials that know who this lady is. It's Marilyn Monroe. Some of these are tricky. I wouldn't have imagined these people failed. Okay, you guys know I'm a nerd, so I have to throw these next two in here. This man, at 30 years old, was forced out of the company he started and founded. If you own an iPod, you better give thanks to Steve Jobs. That's what happened. They forced him out. A few years later, they begged him to come back because they couldn't do it without him. They didn't have his vision and his persistence. Next one, another technology. This guy, he didn't do well in school because he was bored. He founded a company with his friend, Paul Allen, and it went bankrupt right away because their product they released had way too many bugs. And now most of the computers out there use his operating system, and we all use his products. Better give thanks to Bill Gates, richest man in the world and founder, CEO of Microsoft. This man had a completely rough upbringing with death in his family, 65 years old. He'd done nothing with his life, and he was just now trying to get started with something. Everyone was shooting him down for his idea. So he tried one last time, right? He was contemplating suicide. Went and borrowed $87 and went door to door selling his recipe and food. And now his recipe is known across the world as Finger Lickin' Good. Colonel Sanders with KFC. Did you guys know that one? I didn't for a while. I learned that one recently. This man was cut from his high school basketball team. He went home, locked the door to his bedroom, and cried. After 7 years in the NBA, people thought he was washed up. He was finished. He has missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He has lost almost 300 games. 26 times he's been trusted with the game-winning shot and failed. And now considered by many today one of the best, if not the best, basketball player in NBA history, Michael Jordan. This man was turned down by banks 242 times trying to start his small business. If you like your Starbucks, you better give thanks to Howard Schultz for persisting without exception. Okay, and to me, this is the most recent one I know of. This woman was turned down by dozens and dozens of publishers. Every one of them saying she can't write. She has no business writing storybooks. Expecto Patronum and Expelliarmus to J.K. Rowling, writer of the Harry Potter saga. I just rattled off, I want to guess, a dozen, I lost count, how many people in history who have succeeded because they never gave up. See, guys, don't give up. Persist without exception. When someone shoots you down, get right back up. I don't care if you get knocked down 1,000 times. If you get back up 1,001, you are successful. Keep that in your hearts today, guys, as the final decision for success. The most successful people in the world are the ones, they didn't just win the first time. They lost dozens, hundreds, thousands of times, but they refused to give up. Don't give up, guys. Persist without exception. Share this video to somebody who you think is about ready to give up on whatever they're trying to do, whether it be life, a goal, a business, a marriage, whatever it is. Share this. Let them see that they don't need to give up. They need to persist. Keep trying. Thank you guys for watching this series with me. I really appreciate it. I'll try to have another series out for you coming pretty soon.